What's up, guys? Welcome to the Crypto Savvy channel. I am Craig, and we're going to be going over the charts. Happy Friday. I hope everybody has a fabulous weekend. As you guys know, weekends can be rough on if you're, doing small time frame trading. In the macro really doesn't matter. So we're going to be taking a look at the charts. We're going to also take a look at the smaller time frames, but let's take a look at the markets and what we've been watching. I also want to talk a little bit about some other YouTubers that like to talk a lot of smack and kind of give you some points in the chart to go look back at their videos in. So let's get into it. Make sure you guys take a second out, smash those thumbs up, leave your comments down below. I will try to make this a super fast video, being it's Friday, and I know people got to get on with the weekend. All right, so as you guys know, we can move this down now as long as the Dow remains below 34,283 now. Remember, this is a descending trend line, so the longer it takes, the lower it goes. So as long as we remain below here, I remain bearish in the macro view. Nothing's changed there, right? DXY got our bounce, a beautiful bounce, I might add, on the 0.5 fib right here. We got rejected. If you guys watched the all last week's videos, we talked about this being our next point of rejection, the 104.7 range, which is just the 0.382 fib. Now, as long as we can maintain support above these EMAs, right now the 8 EMA lies around 103.65. If we can remain there, bounce around here for a little bit. Once we get above this 104.7 and make that as support, next stop for the DXY is 108, and then much higher after that. Now, that's not going to happen in a day, not going to happen in a week. This is going to take time. We've talked about this for a very long time. Everybody's talking about how bearish this is. Zoom out, guys. That is literally just a pullback for the DXY before a massive moonshot. We've seen that plenty of times in the past. Just look back here, pullback, moonshot, right? Look back here. This is where I think we most relate to, is back in the 90s, the 80s. You can see what happened back here in the 80s. Look at these big pullbacks. People thought, the dollar's dead. Same narrative, except back then you had crack and cocaine. Now you have fentanyl and heroin. Guys, it is amazing if you look back at how people react to things, what's going on in the world, how similar and how repetitive all these markets are and everything in them. So as you guys know, here is my monthly Bitcoin chart right here. Our last month closed right there, closing on a higher high in the RSI, lower high in the price action. Hidden bearish divergence. Now, can that be invalidated? Yes. If we close above this 23,327 on the monthly, we'll invalidate this bearish divergence. We also have it on the weekly where we can look for it for invalidation too. We've talked about this 24,362, which is our last high over here. Remember, RSI follows the body, not the wick of the candle. So that would invalidate this hidden. Whoops, sorry about that, guys. That would invalidate this hidden bearish divergence right here if we close above this 24,362 weekly. Remember, a weekly close above that will invalidate this. Does that mean the bottom's in? No. We have an invalidation point for, the macro. I know a lot of people are like, oh my God, you missed the bottom, blah, blah, blah. Jesus, guys, come on. If you've been following me for any amount of time, you would know what this trend is, what we are in, what this is, a bear market rally. And you got people like BitBoy, I called the bottom in November, blah, blah, blah. And then you got Coins Kid, again, called the bottom. They did that all the way down here, guys, all the way down. So if you look at where we're at right now, which I believe is just a bear market rally that we've been expecting, right, for the whole time. I told you guys this is how bear markets work. You get a big rallies, people get excited, they don't sell. They wish they would have sold down here, and then boom, you get a big drop, and then you get a little rally, and they get excited again. The bottom's in all the way down, and this is just another one of those, guys. Until the weekly RSI or the weekly 55 EMA that I've been talking about all year, if that's broken, then we can consider that the possible bottom is in. But until then, nothing has changed here, right? So let's see where this weekly closes. If it closes below 24,362, this is still intact as hidden bearish divergence right here where the yellow line is. No matter what, even if it got up here, you're still going to have major hidden bearish divergence from these highs up here, right? So something to keep an eye on. I do not believe the bottom's in, guys. I know a lot of people do. But right now, we're right around this 24,362, sitting almost perfectly on that level. So again, let's see where the weekly closes. Now, as you guys know, let's get into the smaller time frames. But first, let's talk about this a little bit. Let's get over here. So this is from where I've showed you guys 25.8, which actually it's a little bit lower, but I'm going to keep it at 25.8. That 55 EMA is huge, guys. If you get a weekly open and close, that means the same candle open and close above that 25.8, then we can consider the bottom possibly being in. Does that mean it shoots straight to the moon from there? No, there will probably still be a pullback before going up, but still to this day, right now, we are still bearish in a bearish trend. I know like BitBoy got really excited. Oh my God, we broke the all high over here. Well, we did the same thing right here. And if you go watch BitBoy's videos from back here, he was saying never below 38, right? And then after that, it was never below 20. But up here, he was super excited right here. Same thing, same type of bear trap, guys. Just a wick above, right? The last high, wick above the last high. They get super bullish. And then you had Coins Kid right here. Go back and look at their videos, guys. This is the date. Right around the end of March 2022, all of them. You had Coins Kid calling for 260K. He was calling that for 5 months, right? Saying the bottom's in, that was it. This is wave 4. We're going into 5. He's doing the same thing right down here, guys. The same shit. You can't make it up. Crypto, Moonboy Carl, all them guys. They literally called the bottom all the way down. And let me show you something else, because this fires me up how ignorant and dumb and just totally away from reality they are, right? We told you to get the hell out way up here. Also told you to get the hell out right up here. Never told you to get back in here, right? Because I still didn't believe this rally, which it wasn't. We went way below. And people say, well, you missed this pump, blah, blah, blah. This is fucking tiny, guys. We caught this. We drove this all the way down. And after this bounce, we caught this. If you go back and look at my videos, we called each one of these lows. I don't give a shit about the upside. Where I made money, look at the size of the downturns here. That is where the money was made. Even if I never touched Bitcoin again, never traded Bitcoin again, I'm good. I'm good. I don't have to do the shit. I made this channel to help show you guys how there is some dumbass people in this space that will turn the narrative around and claim to be right all the time, no matter what, when they've literally been wrong forever. They're still wrong. They're going to continue to be wrong. I still believe the end of this bear market will be in the end of this year, September, October. I have not changed unless we break that 55 EMA. People pay attention. Those of you that pay attention, love you guys. You're awesome. Those of you that leave the dumb, immature, stupid comments are the same people that were leaving the dumb, stupid, immature comments up here. Also, the same people that were bitching at the Moon Boys all last year now just switched because they're just scared. They're like little kids. They don't know what to do, and they only can wish the market goes one way because that's the only way they can make money. People say, you know, all the people down here being super bullish, these Moon Boys, these YouTubers that have been bullish all the way down here, right? They have to be because they did not sell the top. They want so bad for that to get back up there because they're at a loss. All their followers that bought here, bought every dip all the way down, they're all at a loss. They have nothing to hope for but that it goes up. I don't give a shit if it goes up or down. That's why I have a macro right here. That's why I have this macro fucking 55 EMA. Sorry about my language, guys, but there is some ignorant people. One of them yesterday had said, this is so funny. Bitcoin controls the market. People that say that the traditionals control Bitcoin are crazy. That is the most fucking insane thing I've ever heard. That is so insane. Bitcoin relies wholeheartedly on traditional markets. And this halving every 4 years, it's always been right. We've had two. Be careful, guys. This bear market is going to rip some heads off. It ain't over, guys. That's all I got to say. I'm not even going to go any further into it today. Just be careful out there, guys. Just be careful. I got to go. Bye.